Is movement just play, or is it rewiring your child's brain? Why do some children need to move constantly, while others avoid it at all costs? Here's the truth. Movement and rhythm aren't just about energy. They're about how your child's brain grows. In this video, you'll learn 3 powerful things. Why rhythm and movement build the brain's learning and language networks. How to spot what kind of movement your child craves or avoids. What you can do this week to boost focus, confidence, and coordination through everyday rhythm. Let's start by breaking this down. When we say movement, we're talking about big actions like jumping or marching, and small ones like clapping or tapping. Rhythm is how we structure those movements through sound. The beat is the steady pulse, like your heart. Tempo is how fast or slow that pulse goes. And repetition is how often it happens. These patterns are more than just musical. They're deeply neurological. Rhythm is the foundation of timing in the brain. When a child hears or feels a beat and starts to move in time with it, their brain begins wiring for prediction, sequencing, and focus. That's the magic of rhythm. It makes movement meaningful and primes the brain for learning. When we combine rhythm and movement, we activate powerful brain regions like the motor cortex, the auditory cortex, the basal ganglia, and the cerebellum. These areas work together to help your child move, focus, listen, and learn. This process is called neural synchronization, when the brain's networks fire together, and it's how the brain grows through repetition. The brain is plastic. No, not literally, but that means it's changeable. That's what we call neuroplasticity, the brain's amazing ability to grow and rewire in response to repeated activity. Neuroplasticity equals brain growth with use, repetition, stronger connections, myelin, fast, efficient brain signals. And here's where myelin comes in. Think of it like raincoat for your nerves. It wraps around the wires of your brain cells, helping signals travel faster and more efficiently. The more a child repeats a movement or rhythm, the stronger those connections become, and the more myelin gets laid down. That means faster thinking, smoother coordination, and better learning. Whether it's crawling, walking, or dancing, every movement shapes the brain's highways. And the cerebellum and the basal ganglia, they're like the conductor and drummer in the brain, constantly coordinating timing and rhythm, not just for physical tasks like throwing a ball, but also for processing language and attention. So if your child struggles with movement or rhythm, they may also face challenges with focus, coordination, or learning, because these brain systems are deeply connected. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the power of music with someone you know. For more tips on where neuroscience meets music, meets learning, go to our website, link below, and tell us in the comments what you would like to see in future content. I'd love to hear from you. Now let's look at rhythm. The brain loves patterns. When it hears a steady beat, it starts predicting what's next. And this builds timing networks that the brain uses for far more than just dancing. Think about clapping in time to music. That That simple act helps your child build the internal clock needed for speaking, with the timing of syllables and pauses, reading, pacing, phrasing, and fluency, and social skills for turn-taking and appropriate response timing. When your child moves to a beat, it's not just physical, it's neurological. Their motor and auditory networks are syncing up, and that's a major win for brain development. Repetition builds resilience. Rhythm builds predictability. And that's powerful for young brains. When rhythms repeat, the brain relaxes. It knows what's coming. This kind of structured repetition builds emotional regulation, focus and attention, a sense of safety and anticipation. Predictable rhythm helps the brain feel safe. That's why musical routines, like a tidy-up song, help children transition calmly. Rhythm is a bridge between the senses. The brain links what it hears, the beat, with what it feels, movement. This is called auditory motor integration, and it's essential for imitation, speech, emotional expression. Rhythm connects what the brain hears to what the body does. This integration forms the backbone of communication. Timing is everything. From babbling to reading aloud to telling a story, timing makes it flow. Children who struggle with rhythm may also interrupt conversations, miss social cues, struggle with processing speed. By practicing rhythm, we're not just creating little drummers. We're helping children develop the cognitive timing that underpins everyday life. Let's do a few examples you can try at home or in the classroom. Use a drum, a shaker, or your hands and tap a steady beat. Try marching in time to the beat or music. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play freeze games. Freeze! Did you stop on the beat? Try it fast. Now try it slow. Notice how tempo changes the way you feel. A slow, steady beat can calm and soothe, while a fast rhythm can energize and excite. That's because tempo is directly linked to emotional regulation. Our brains respond to rhythm, not just with movement, but with emotion. When children move to different tempos, they're not just learning timing, they're learning how to regulate mood and energy levels through rhythm. Movement sequences for brain growth. Start simple. Build gradually. Level 1 movement is clapping to a steady beat or jumping in time. It's one movement, march in place. Level 2, when you've mastered that, is 2-step sequences. Clap and jump, and put that on repeat. Clap, jump, clap, jump. March and stop, so marching and then freeze. Step, tap, or step, clap. Level 3, you add variations, like clap, jump, spin, but only once your child is confident with simpler sequences. Vary the tempo, slow versus fast, to explore self-regulation. Use props like beanbags or scarves, rhythm sticks, for multi-sensory input. Start with just one action, like clapping or jumping to the beat. Once your child feels confident, add a second movement. Sequences like clap, jump, or march, freeze build coordination, timing, and attention, but only when introduced at a pace that supports your child's readiness. You can adapt this for all children. Seated tapping for sensory sensitive kids, jumping for movers and seekers. It's all about finding the rhythm that works for them. So how do we make this part of everyday life? We can embed rhythm into daily routines. Try these simple ideas to build brain pathways through rhythm and movement. Walk to the beat when moving between rooms. Use a rhythm song at tidy-up time. Add gentle swaying during story time. Turn transitions into fun rhythm games. Adapt to your child's sensory profile. For children who avoid movement, start with seated clapping or tapping. Begin with gentle, small movements and increase as they become more comfortable and confident. For movement seekers, offer energetic dance bursts with a strong, predictable beat. For both, rocking can soothe and stimulate, depending on the child's needs. Try rhythmic rocking on a chair, lap, or blanket swing. If rocking is too calming for high-energy kids, try a hammocking activity. 2 adults swing one on each end of a blanket. Every beat is building a brain. Let rhythm work with your child's needs, not against them. And most importantly, observe. What rhythms soothe your child? What movements excite them or calm them? These cues help you support their focus, behaviour, and learning. Let's recap. Movement plus rhythm plus music equals brain growth. It's not just fun, it's essential. Try one simple rhythm activity this week. Tap a beat, march in time. See what your child does and share your experience in the comments. I would love to know what you're doing. If you'd like a printable rhythm activity guide for home or classroom use, check the link below in the description. If you haven't seen my video yet on pitch, timing, and timbre, how music grows the speaking brain, check that for an in-depth look on music and speech and how they go together.